Have you ever just stopped for a second and thought about the incredible machine that you're living in? I mean, right now, as you're listening to my voice, thousands of little miracles are happening inside your body, and they're all working together in perfect harmony. So let's pull back the curtain and take a look at how it all works. Take your heart, for example. It's going to beat over 100,000 times today. Just let that sink in for a moment. Over 100,000 times every single day with no breaks for your whole life. It is absolutely mind-boggling when you think about it. And your brain? Oh, that's a whole other level. Every single second, it's firing off millions of signals. It's coordinating everything from your breathing to your blinking to the thoughts you're having right now. And it's all happening completely behind the scenes. It's the most sophisticated command center we know of. So, with all this wild activity going on inside us, it brings up a pretty big question, right? How much do you really understand about your own body? And that's really why we're doing this. It boils down to a simple idea. The more you understand how your body works today, the better you can take care of it and help protect yourself from a lot of diseases tomorrow. And that's exactly what we're going to get into. To really get it, though, we've got to start from the very beginning. We need to look at the fundamental building blocks of you. Okay, so the most important thing you need to get is this. Your body is not just a random collection of parts. No, it's a deeply, perfectly connected system where every single part relies on another one to do its job. Nothing works by itself. And this whole system is organized in levels. It all starts with cells, which are the tiniest living units. When you get a bunch of similar cells working together, they form tissues. Then, different tissues team up to create organs, like your heart, your brain, your lungs. And finally, when a group of organs works together on a big job, that's what we call a body system. All right, now that we've got the basic blueprint, let's go on a quick tour of some of the most important systems that are working around the clock to keep you going. First up, the circulatory system. You can think of this as your body's personal delivery service, a massive superhighway. Its job is to move all the essential stuff, like oxygen and nutrients, to every last cell. And, just as important, it hauls away all the waste. And the engine driving this whole network? Well, it's your heart. It's basically this incredibly powerful, super reliable pump that just keeps on working, day and night, pushing everything along. It's a simple idea, but it's what keeps everything in motion. And keeping that pump working well doesn't have to be complicated. It really comes down to 3 key things: getting in some daily walking, eating good, healthy food, and finding ways to manage your stress. That's the foundation for a healthy heart. Okay, next up, the respiratory system. We do it every second of every day, but we almost never think about it. Breathing. This system has a crucial job. Bring in the oxygen that our cells need to make energy and get rid of the garbage, which is carbon dioxide. But this system is also really vulnerable. Things that we breathe in, like smoke or polluted air, are a direct assault on our lungs. Over time, they cause damage and cut down on that precious oxygen supply that our entire body is counting on. All right, now for the head office, the main control center, the nervous system, with the brain as the CEO. This system is in charge of, pretty much everything. It manages the things you think about doing, like walking and talking, and all the stuff you don't, like your heartbeat and digestion. And this command center needs to be taken care of. Because long-term stress and not getting enough sleep, they don't just make you feel foggy. They can actually damage brain cells and seriously drag down your brain's performance. Now let's talk about the body's power plant, the digestive system. Its whole purpose is to take the food you eat and break it down into the fuel and raw materials that every other part of your body absolutely needs to run. And here's where you really see how everything is connected. When you put bad fuel in, like a lot of junk food, it doesn't just give you a stomach ache. The damage spreads out. It affects your heart, your brain, your liver. Pretty much your entire body takes a hit from poor food choices. Okay, what about your body's security team? That's the immune system. This is your personal defense force, this amazing internal army that's constantly on guard, protecting you from invaders like bacteria and viruses, and helping you heal up when you do get sick. And how do you keep this army in fighting shape? Well, take a look. Good sleep, balanced food, and low stress. Hey, does that list sound familiar? It should. These are the exact same things your heart and brain need. It all ties together. Which brings us to the biggest idea of all, the one that ties everything we've talked about together. Let's look at this great interconnection. Think about it this way. No system can do its job alone. The heart is basically useless without the lungs giving it oxygen. The brain can't tell your muscles to move without the nerves to carry the message. And what good is digesting food if you don't have the blood to carry those nutrients everywhere? They all depend on each other. And that's why this is so critical to understand. When one part of this incredibly complex system has a problem, that problem doesn't stay put. It can set off a chain reaction that affects the health of your entire body. A weak link really can compromise the entire operation. So this all leads us to the final and honestly, the most powerful takeaway from all of this. It's the idea that your best tool for staying healthy is understanding. Just getting this one core idea that your body is a single connected system is the most powerful first step you can take for your health. It helps you make better choices every single day. So I'll leave you with this question. What's one small change you can make today to better support your body's amazing interconnected team? Trust me, your future self is going to thank you for it.